What the fuck's going on? We are back. Kale, how you feeling about week 5?
I'm feeling really good. Our redraft league, first win on the board for the old avocados, so they're looking real good.
Well, you never know.
It's not official yet,
Yeah, it's not official yet.
unless Budcast scores 42.
What is it?
I'm looking good.
Don't count your chickens? Something?
No, I think they've hatched.
I don't know. We'll see. I definitely got to wait and see. Again, Tuesday is going to be a killer.
Well,
Um,
what's the problem there?
I'm waiting on a BTJ score line. I
Aren't
need
we all waiting on a BJ? Sorry.
to. Whoa, this is child friendly. whoa.
I don't think so.
No, I got to wait for him. So painful. But I mean, the Kansas City Jaguars game. There's probably a few people waiting for that one to see if they've won this week.
Yep.
But the Cowboys with a win, lovely. How good? What about the Cardinals? How'd they go?
Oh, probably about the worst last quarter you've ever seen.
Oh, that was bad.
Especially as someone that
That was so bad.
Someone that started Democado, not believing all the Michael Carter hype.
I believe the
dropping
Carter
that.
hype.
Yeah, well, now you do.
I almost started him over AJ Brown. That was what I was genuinely weighing up, and I should have.
Well, I started Democado over my man Bill, and it's not going to cost me the game, but shocking call, really.
Yeah, I was genuinely thinking, do I start AJ Brown or Michael Carter?
That's why I traded him to you.
Yep. And yeah, like I said, I would have been better off starting Michael Carter.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Actually, well, Michael Carter had a big game, so
I think
there's a lot of players that would have been better off starting him over.
Some analysts I listen to, they're theorising that with Tyreek Hill going down, that AJ Brown could find himself in Miami.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would like it either or not.
Nah, I reckon he stays on the Eagles. I think
He's just going to be very
this game,
inconsistent.
like he actually had a decent game. He had Pat Surtain. So he's put up one of his better scores for the season, and he was up against the best secondary
Well,
in the
he
league.
still had 10
Yeah,
targets.
I think it was 10 targets, or he might have had 8 targets, and I think he had about 6 receptions. And he was, he had, like I said, he had the best defense. So I don't know. I think it's not bad. I think it could be a lot worse. He could put up another 2. I think I'm more worried about Derrick Henry than I am AJ Brown.
Well, yeah,
But if
I'm
he
a
didn't
little,
get that touchdown, I think would have put up another 2-point
yeah,
score.
another stinker. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried too. I still hold a hope that they got the Rams next week. I think that's going to be a tough one. Then the bye, but then after that, I'm assuming Lamar's back. Hopefully their defense is a little bit more healthy, and they got a really good really good fixture the rest of the year.
I did see they're on track to concede 300 points this season.
Well, yeah, it's probably, if you look on paper right now, it's probably the worst defense out there.
It is. It is the worst defense.
If CJ
The only
is
one
putting up
coming
44
close to it.
points against you,
Yeah. Only one coming close
welcome.
is the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Only one. And on top of that, so I saw a thing about the Ravens. I think it was like their first or second in rushing, like their efficiency, yards, carries, everything. Awesome running the ball, and they run the ball the 32nd most out of any team. They don't run the ball even though they're the best.
Well, yeah, I always thought,
It's crazy.
the last few weeks they just haven't been utilizing Henry as much as you would expect.
Yeah. For a run-heavy offense, they have not been running the ball, which is crazy. And they're really good at it. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they just worry about all the fumbles.
Well, if you look at a couple of the fumbles for Henry, they've been punch-outs, not so much.
Still, it's unlike Henry, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think one of them was Aiden Hutchinson. He's a big boy. If he's punching the ball, I don't think it's staying in the grab.
I don't know. I think maybe that. I just can't think of anything else why they aren't running the ball if they can. But yeah, I'm worried about Derrick Henry now. He's been pretty lackluster. Lamar's still gone. Keaton Mitchell's coming back. I think he's gonna probably eat into that workload a little bit.
Took over from Hill this week.
Yeah,
he was the second use most of the time.
I think Hill's going to play more when they're behind a lot, which I think they will
I still
be.
think when they're on top, when Lamar's back after the bye, so if you can hold on to after then, I still think he's a good buy low. But if you're a struggling team and you need the points on the board now over the next 2 weeks mainly, in that case, he's probably a sell.
I'd almost bench him now. Like
Yeah,
if
if
you've got
you're
a
in the
Michael Carter and you've got to choose between Michael Carter and Derrick Henry, now I'm going to go Michael Carter.
well, in saying that, he did just come up against the Titans, also a bottom five defense. I don't think he's not doing 18 points every week,
No,
and he was
definitely not.
very very inefficient.
But he's getting used in the passing game, which Derrick Henry definitely is not.
Yeah.
Which
I,
I think that gives him that safe
yeah,
floor.
I would still start Derek over him.
You have to, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
You
yeah.
don't really have a choice.
Yep.
But
I
yeah,
agree. So we can we've already rattled into it.
yeah.
We can keep plugging along. Is that one of your takeaways, or
No, that actually wasn't, but it should be.
that's okay?
I got better ones than that.
All right. We'll crack in.
First one being, oh yeah. All right, my first takeaway for week 5 is I'm going to say this one directly to the viewer. I was definitely wrong about Ja'Cory Croskett Merritt.
Crosscut.
Yep. Formerly known as Bill. Yeah, I was definitely wrong about him. I think last week I said I'd be trading him for Travion Henderson. Terrible take. So yeah, apologies for all the viewers that took that advice.
But I think the viewers can be spared because, as you said, Sal, I didn't have him on my list, but I had him. I did say for me he would have been a soft buy, and I actually did buy him in our league, so very happy that.
Yeah, well done.
Wandale Robinson gets the deal done.
Yeah, well done. Well done. Yeah. Prior to this week, I would have said you lost that one, but obviously, yeah, again, I was wrong.
Yep.
I think I was way too low on him. Yeah, there's not much else I can really say there. He looked awesome.
Yeah.
Even Jeremy McNichols watching the game, he had one run where he just broke it off and it looked like it was going to go for no yards, and he managed to get first down. So I think Jeremy McNichols is going to mix in a little bit.
Yep.
But both of them are looking good. But yeah, Krosky Merritt, I was definitely wrong about him. I think he's looking awesome. I think he's, depending on the matchup, you could almost just throw him in your flex and just keep him there.
Yep, I'm starting him next week.
Unless he's got a really really tough matchup, maybe like the Browns, someone like that.
Yeah.
That's the only time I'm sort of maybe looking to see what's on my bench over him.
Yep, agree. So he's my first takeaway as well. Now I've said the bill has arrived, but in saying that, he actually still had just under 50% of the snaps. I think I've looked into this one quite a bit. I think about 29 snaps, 15 for McNichols, 15 for Rodriguez. But I think he's 85% of the touches out of the backfield went to him. So I think he's still lacking maybe a little bit of that pass protection. So when he's on the field, they're more than likely going to him. But when he's off the field, that's when they're passing because the other two can pass protect more. But I think as the season goes on, that snap share will grow, and I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the season it is around the 65% mark, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, after this game, I can definitely see that. Yeah, he looked awesome on the ground.
Yeah, Washington are probably a top.
I think they're a middle of the park sort of. They're not a bad defense. They're not a stellar one. I think they're good.
5 to 10 offense, I'd say.
Yeah.
So if you got the starting running back on a team, it's top 10 offense.
Yeah. I think especially with Jaden Daniels back,
I think that's
boost.
actually the comment I got here. With Daniels back, they're a top offense.
Yep.
And I think potentially why he hasn't been given the full go the last couple of weeks is they're waiting for Daniels to come back.
Well, he was working with the knee brace today, so I don't know if that was limiting his rushing. He didn't look like he was it was slowing him down. Maybe just like sort of add agility, it might have slowed him down a little bit. But rushing, it didn't seem like he was rushing as much. Maybe that was just trying to keep him a little bit safe. But yeah, he did have that knee brace on, so I don't know if that impacts how often they do sort of try to run the ball with one of the running backs. But yeah, like I said, I think he looked really, really good. So yeah, I can see Croskett Merritt just mixing in for the rest of the season. But yeah, I'm starting him depending on matchup.
Yeah. So we can maybe go straight into it. Next week they have Chicago.
I'm starting him.
Dallas.
Starting him.
And then Kansas. So potentially Kansas might be a sit.
Scatterboo torched the Chiefs run defense. True. So
probably a lot of receptions though.
Yeah, that's true. But even then, watch how Kansas go for the next couple of weeks. I think he could potentially be a starter again.
Yeah.
Just monitor the Kansas run defense.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, Croskett Merritt. That's one's ticked off.
Yeah.
Our next one, fantasy takeaway number 2.
Yep.
Here we go. All right. Number 2. Judkins is a must start as a workhorse running back. I'm thinking my RB12 call
Looking good.
for Quinshon Judkins is looking bloody stellar at the minute.
Yep.
He's looking awesome no matter what the matchup is. They've had some really, really tough matchups, and because of just how much he's getting used, I think if you've got him, you have to start him. He's
Oh, definitely.
into that territory now where, regardless of matchup, yeah, he's going to get
Yeah.
enough points to keep
I think
him
for
in the
me,
lineup.
he would be inside the top 15.
I think he's well and truly in the top
Yeah.
15. Like I said, I had him at RB12. I was a little bit off him when all the domestic violence sort of stuff came out,
Yeah.
like
Well,
most people.
it wouldn't be great if you're on him.
Yeah, well, I thought he would have missed games, but apparently, I think he missed 2.
One and done.
Yeah. So yeah, but we'll get past that, I suppose, like the Browns do with all of their players.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if you got Judkins, you have to start him. I'd just be leaving him in my RB2 spot. Yeah, and you're very happy with him there. I wouldn't try to sell him because I don't think you're probably going to get his value back.
I agree. Yeah.
So yeah, if you do, actually, I probably wouldn't even bother selling him because he's going to be so consistent. I think he's going to be that focal point of the offense.
I think
the
he's going to
Browns.
get you a minimum of 10 points a week, and if he scores a touchdown,
Yeah,
lovely.
Yeah, I think he's the only one you could probably safely just trust on the Browns. Every other player, I think Judy, I think Isaiah Bonds, I think that Njoku, Fannin, they're all going to have their big days and their pretty average days. But I think, Judkins, leave him in your lineup.
Yep. It's funny you mentioned that because that's one of my takeaways as well. The Browns wide receivers with Dylan Gabriel as the quarterback are not startable. So that's mainly Tillman's obviously out injured at the moment, but that's mainly Judy and the rookie coming through Bond. Because it looks like they're getting the ball out very quick, like Tua style. So the tight ends got a lot of targets this game. Both Fannin and Njoku, I think, saw their highest snap share. With Njoku, big day, I think about 18 points.
Yep.
And Fannin himself, 11 or 12 from memory. So
yeah,
I think, you can't start Judy and obviously Bond, you're definitely not starting. But for me, you can definitely start Njoku and I could probably start Fannin as well.
Yeah, with the amount of like 2 tight end sets that they run, and rookie quarterbacks are known for just targeting their tight ends. They love a tight end. Like Jaden Daniels with Zach Ertz, his rookie season, just absolutely smashed him.
That's what she said.
Yeah, realised that sounded a bit funny. You got to go grab the tight ends for rookies. There's another one, Jackson Dart. He's targeting Theo Johnson flat out.
Yep.
Rookie quarterbacks just love their tight ends. I agree.
We all love a tight end.
What's happened here? All right. Anyway,
family friendly.
We just lost our G rating.
Straight up to R.
Yep. All right. Your number 2 takeaway.
Yeah. Well, that was, but I'll go on to the next one.
Number 3.
So obviously, massive week for Rico Dowdle. Dowdle. I don't even know how to say that.
Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, but
I should know.
Was it 30 something points?
30 something yards, 200 and something yards. Mental.
Unbelievable game, and obviously Hubbard being out injured, maybe you would assume he comes back in and has the workhorse role. But I think a game like this, Chuba already had the niggling injury for a few weeks. I think when he comes back, I'm pretty confident it's going to be a 50-50 split.
I 100% agree. I think it's going to be a 50-50 as well.
You can't not give him a go after a game like that.
Yeah, this is actually one of my points as well.
Oh, yeah? There you
go. I 100% agree with everything you said. He looked awesome. When Chuba does come back, you can't just go back straight to Chuba. I think there's going to be a 50-50 split.
Agreed. And he had that niggling injury for a little bit, which is actually why, if you remember last week, I had Chuba as a sell. This is before he was announced out. So if you sold him, well done.
Yeah. I think
Buddha sold him.
Well, he's definitely taken a big hit value-wise now. Because, I think his biggest value was his workhorse role. He was getting a lot of the carries.
He wasn't efficient. He was just getting all the work.
I think on a pretty bang average offense and a 50-50 split, I think that's something you probably want to get out of. Yep. But having said that, with the way running backs are going, we could definitely be wrong. I would have thought by now Travion Henderson's mixing in a lot more.
The usage today in that Bills game, I do not understand it. I think Stevenson fumbled again.
He did again.
Yeah.
He fumbled again. Antonio Gibson got injured on a return.
Yep.
He missed basically the entire game, and Stevenson got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. So I think the fact that the offense is still working with Stevenson, they're all mixing in. But I think it bodes well for. I still am very confident he will take over. It's just taking a lot longer than we expected. When he
Yeah,
takes over, I think he is going to be Chase Brown of last year. But like Chase Brown, it might not happen until week 10.
yeah. Uh, if you can sell him, I think sell him to someone who's really high on him. If I've got him, I'm selling him to you.
I
Yeah, that's the thing. If I've got
haven't.
him, but I don't. Yeah, I think he's a hard one to trust. And is it going to be too late when he sort of comes out of the woodwork and starts doing something for you?
Yeah. Well, the way I'm looking at it, either I'm sneaking into the playoffs and he's going to be my wild card,
Yep.
or he might be the reason I don't make playoffs because he's a third round pick that hasn't fired. But he should come good and stop me winning the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
So either way, I'm happy to write him out.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's what she said.
Huh. You're on fire. All right.
Next takeaway.
Next takeaway. All right. My third takeaway. Michael Carter is the running back to have while Benson is out. So obviously Benson, he's on IR at the minute, due to miss 4 to 6. There was always that chance. So there was a lot of talk from the player, Michael Carter, saying he's going to be the starter.
Yeah,
It was hard to trust.
Yeah, I didn't believe it, but you
Yeah.
did. It's worked out well.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, like I said, I was tossing up, do I start him over AJ Brown? And I think name value was the only reason I didn't.
Yeah.
I was looking at it last night thinking, do I do it? Do I do it? And then early on in the game, he got a touchdown and he straight away went to like 11 points more than, I think AJ Brown had 9 for the whole game.
Yeah.
So it was straight away like, shit, I should have fucking started him.
Yep.
But you can, if I started him, AJ Brown would have went off to 30.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the problem you have. Yep.
Yeah. So I think for the moment, Michael Carter's the one to have for the Cardinals.
Definitely.
So yeah, 4 to 6 weeks, you should get a little bit of production out of him.
Yep.
I think he's an RB3 flex with RB2 upside. But then with all the running back injuries, buys, that sort of thing, I think he's probably, if you can spare him at the minute, I'd probably go and try and sell him to someone that needs a running back short term,
Yeah.
a losing team that needs a running
What
back.
would you be hoping to get back in return?
Anything. Ideally, I'd just take a player that's going to sit on my bench that has potential upside for later on in the season.
So would you trade for? I know you don't like him too much, but you wouldn't trade him for a Henderson.
I'd trade him for someone similar to a Henderson, someone who.
Harvey?
Yeah, I'd trade him for a Harvey.
Yep.
I did. I offered him for Harvey.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. But the person, obviously Beachy, he doesn't need him.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
So I think, like that's the sort of player I'm looking at.
Yep.
Someone who's got long-term upside, potential breakout candidate later on in the season.
Yep.
And someone who has a losing record that needs running back, which there would be a lot of people at this time that
definitely
sort of is in
we
that
have
position.
a quick look at his schedule. So they got Indy next week. I think you can start him.
Yep.
Green Bay after that. Borderline, I'd say.
I'd probably say bench.
And then the bye. Then they got Dallas.
Starting him.
Great one.
Where are we?
Seattle.
I might hold on to him.
Seattle's a good defense. San Fran's good.
Yep.
Jacksonville. That's probably when Benson's back, I'd say.
I might be holding on to him just for that Dallas game.
Yeah, it's a great game. Great matchup.
Yeah.
But also with that, I'm going to go on a bit of a limb here because you probably should roster him, but I've got DeMarcado. I'm dropping him this week.
Yeah, you can drop him.
Yeah, because I think that fumble at the 1 yard line, we saw Adonai Mitchell, the Colts, did it last week, and he barely got any snap time this week.
Yeah, you can.
So I think I was very surprised. Him and Benson were basically a 50-50 split the week before, and then like a bam night, and Michael Carter come from the Canadian Football League and jump in and start getting snaps over him. I was very shocked, but yeah, he's droppable for me.
Well, I think Head is a professional player. Drop the ball before the touchdown line. Like, that's mental.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The Adonai Mitchell one was bad.
Yeah.
Sort of
well, this one was bad too.
This one was bad. What was it, 80-something yards?
Yeah, I mean, it's still... I was looking at my fantasy lineup.
And you lost
it
as
said
well.
2 yards, 82... Sorry, 2 carries, 82 yards. I'm like, whoa.
The Cardinals, man.
What a run. But then I saw the box score was like 6 points instead of 8. He's fucking dropped it somewhere.
Yep.
I saw the video. He dropped it at the 1 yard line.
Yep. Yeah, the Cardinals, they looked terrible.
Yeah.
Like, what was there, like 10 minutes to go and you were up by about 15, 14?
Yeah.
And
Ward threw an interception for a touchdown.
For a touchdown. Yeah. One of your players kicked it into the end zone.
It looked like match fixing at its finest.
Oh, it was. I didn't know what I was watching.
Yeah,
I was thinking to myself, like, these people are getting paid millions to do this. I could go and do that for millions.
Yeah. I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could do it that good. It was terrible.
Yeah, well, I could give it my best.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Cardinals, they are not winning a playoff game with Kyler Murray at quarterback, ever.
I'm afraid to say it. He's on my shirt right now, but I don't think so.
It's not happening. I think if he goes to another team, maybe.
Well, honestly, I don't think the coaching staff help it. No. My only saying that is they don't use Marvin Harrison how they should. Even McBride hasn't looked good this year. And obviously the running back game isn't helping them at all. But yeah, that offense just doesn't look good. And the defense was supposed to be good this year, but that hasn't been good either.
No. It hasn't looked too bad, but it was supposed to be a lot better.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
there was a few injuries though that sort of.
Yeah, I was seeing a lot of things that should have been borderline a top 10. It's not near that.
Yeah, it's definitely not a top 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, your next takeaway?
Yep, my next takeaway. All right, my next takeaway is Mr. Kyron Williams from the Rams. In games that they're down or it's close, he's going to be a great start, like this week, scoring the 30 points. But in blowouts where the Rams boat race the other team, that's when Kyron's going to factor in, and almost like giving Williams a rest. So I think for me, you're always starting him. You're never not going to start him. But just don't expect the production in them blowout games. So if I have a quick look at the schedule, as you can see, I came prepared.
Very prepared. I'll just continue talking.
Yeah, well, they got
make sure the viewer doesn't get too bored. They might turn it off.
Yeah. They got do you want me to start that again?
No.
They got Baltimore and Jacksonville the next 2 weeks.
Baltimore is going to torch Baltimore.
Yeah, my only problem is I think Kyron's going to get a lot of carries in that game. Because of that exact reason.
I think after Baltimore losing 44-0, I think all of those players are going to get flogged this week, and they're going to come out angry. And I think they're going to play. I think the offense is going to do well. I think they're going to put up points against the Rams. I think it's going to keep them in the game, and I think Kyron Williams is going to.
No, yeah, if that's the case, well. I'm not expecting.
I think it's a shootout this game.
Okay, I'm not expecting a big game for him. I'd expect anywhere from 10 to 15 points.
I'm tipping 20 plus.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be a big one.
Yeah, that's my takeaway. It's just something I've noticed the last few weeks in the Rams games.
Yeah, 100% correct. I mean, we've seen it now. Corum sort of mixed in, although Corum looked pretty bang average in the last game.
I think that's why they only mix him in when they're already up, because I think he is just bang average. It's just a rest for Kyron.
Yeah, similar to I think Brian Robinson with CMC. All his usage is just give CMC a spell. I think it's probably similar to Kyron Williams.
And Kyron did have the fumble in this game that probably cost them the game.
Definitely.
But I don't expect it's not going to cost him his job. He still got all the usage in overtime. And just got stopped on that 4th and 1.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get punished for that. Like, it wasn't like a drop or anything. It was more good defense.
Well, if you watch the video, he got
walloped.
Just punched in the head.
Yeah.
Then the follow through into the ball, and then he's falling out.
Yeah, he got slammed. That was just good defense more than him being like a bad offensive sort of play. It was just really, really good defense.
I agree, yeah.
All right, was that? I've got one more takeaway.
Yep.
Will that be it?
I have another one as well.
Oh, actually, I pretty much said a bit mine. Time to panic on Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I've gone through all this already.
So I've got
panic on Derrick Henry. If you've got him, don't bother trying to sell. His value will not go any lower. And he's potentially just going to get better in a couple of weeks.
Well, I think with his name alone, he's still got value.
Yeah, but it's not going to go any lower than what it is now because of namesake. If he was a waiver pickup that you picked up 3 weeks ago that didn't have the name Derrick Henry, you're dropping him.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Yeah. So I think his value now is the lowest, but then when Lamar comes back,
I've got
I
some
think he's a lot better.
trade ideas in mind that I am someone. I think he's a buy low for when the buys are done in 2 weeks for him. We've got a great fixture for the rest of the year, but if you're in a position like me, 4-1. No, sorry, 1-4. I need the points on the board now, so the next 2 weeks are vital for me. I might need to trade him on for some now production that doesn't have the upside that he has.
Yeah, fair enough. Did you want Michael Carter?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely not. And last one, it's just a quick one, but it's Egbuka. He's a top 10 receiver for the rest of the year for me. Now, that might sound obvious, but I think there's a lot of managers out there that are probably a little bit worried for when Evans comes back, because then you're going to have Godwin healthy by then, Evans back and healthy. They might be thinking, oh, maybe another after this week or another good week, and they can look to sell him on high. But for me, I think he's just going to do this all year. And when they come back, maybe the targets go down slightly, but the efficiency is just going to be through the roof because they're three great wide receivers that all need to be covered. And I don't think any defense can cover all three adequately.
No.
So I think he's just going to be top 10 rest of the year. So if you can somehow buying on a little bit of a dip with the owner thinking Evans is going to come back and take away some volume, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, if you're in a league where there's potential for that, I'm throwing everything at it.
Yeah.
Because I agree.
So
if we're doing the draft right now, where do you think he gets drafted?
I think I would take him middle of the second.
I'd take him into the first.
Yeah. So
I'd take him over Drake London. So I'd take him pretty high. I think I'd probably take him around the 8 to 10 mark, I think.
Yeah, well, I've got him top 10. So you mean position
overall?
8 to 10? Okay,
yeah, overall.
I would.
I mean,
He wouldn't go
production,
past.
awesome.
Yeah, he wouldn't go past the middle of the second for me.
Yeah, I think if we did the draft now, I think he's a first rounder.
Yep, I can't argue with it.
Yeah. But that brings us to
a lovely beer review.
Yes.
So today we are back on. We're doing our ginger beer world tour.
Yep.
This one is Brooklyn Union alcoholic ginger beer, 6%. It's pretty high.
Is it?
Pretty high for a Monday night.
Isn't it? 6%, 1.6 standard drinks.
Jeez, I'm gonna have to walk home.
Oh, do your best Borat impression.
Oh, wow, you are.
Fair enough. Respectable.
You never get this. You never get this.
It's pretty good.
Jeez,
the impression. I think this is definitely the third best ginger beer we've had on the show. And there's three of them.
No, I think there's been more than that.
3 ginger beers. We had a Matzo's. No, I think there has been more.
A Bundaberg.
We had a Bundaberg.
There's another one in there somewhere too.
I think there might be. But this is definitely dead last.
Yeah, I think you can taste the alcohol. It's very, very strong.
It is very strong.
You can taste the strength.
That's the problem. It's too strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that one. I'm going to drink it, but I don't like it.
Tastes like shit.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 2.
Yeah, I think this is actually worse than that last IPA.
That's a lot coming from you.
It is. I think I gave that one a 3.
The old intense pale ale.
Yeah, intense. Why is it in a 10? The intense Australian Indian pale ale. Yeah. This one's worse.
Yeah, I might not drink
ginger beer.
I might not drink it. I'm downgrading it to a 1.
Yeah,
I might not even drink it.
This is a 2, I think. Could be a 1. This is bad.
Yeah. So, if you reckon you can make a ginger beer, email us at fantasyfathers@gmail.com and we'll get you on the show.
How's the aftertaste?
Yeah, I don't like it. Really don't like it.
Yeah, it's not good.
And I'm sure we'll give you a better review than this because this is ass.
It is bang average. But yeah, if you want to have your alcoholic beverage on the show, or even just a non-alcoholic beverage, just hit us up, and we will review it for the people.
And we'll get our people drinking your beer.
All right.
Moving on.
moving on.
All right, moving on into the buys. I can go first because my buy is similar to my last takeaway.
Yep.
Buy Egbuka
Good luck.
and buy him high.
Yep.
If the manager's worried about Evans, I think you can get a good price on him.
Yep. Okay.
So someone I would send away. This is a good question.
My wife.
Maybe. No, who's someone? Yeah, I think what you said before. I would send away London. I would also send away Collins,
Wilson,
Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. I
feel like Wilson, you could get a little bit extra with him, but
if I can do 1 for 1, I'm doing that.
For me, they're borderline. I probably would just. Yeah,
I like Baker more than I like Fields.
Well, yeah, that's obvious.
So I think that gives them the edge, and then the Bucks are a lot better offense. So I think there's more potential for touchdowns.
Yeah. What about a running back?
Running back, I'd be happy trading Saquon for him.
Yeah, I could say that.
Saquon for Amika. Another one would be.
Do you reckon you could get something extra with Barkley though?
Potentially.
Could you get like a Egbuka and a Henderson?
I wouldn't. I'd potentially, but I wouldn't even try because it might ruin the sort of the trade. Yeah. If I can just send the offer just straight out, running back for a wide receiver, Saquon for Egbuka, I'm going to give that a go.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I had Barkley as a sell last week, but I feel like you get a little bit more value there. But
I think when you're buying though, you got to be prepared to
pay up a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I think I would do it, but if you can get more, why not?
Yeah. I think when you're going to someone and offering, you got to be prepared to pay overs.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's the other way around, then sure. There should be sort of on paper a bit more equal value. But yeah, if you're going to someone, you got to be prepared to pay a bit more.
Yep. Agree.
All right, you're next.
No.
Oh.
No.
I thought we were just banging them out. All right. My first. Nice. My first buy. Elik Ayumino. I think that's how you say. For the Titans.
Yeah, Titans. Yeah.
He's been their wide receiver one so far. He's been pretty good. But this game, he's just put up 3 points in a game where they won, which I thought was a bit surprising. But I think
you can buy low.
Go and buy low.
What would you send away though?
Ideally, I'm probably going to send a bench player.
They have to be absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Oh, he has been good. I think he's sort of another one that's putting up points. He's a good little flex play, but he doesn't have the name value. So I think
maybe
if you can go and trade one of your bench players for him, do it.
I think a 1 for 1 may not be possible, but maybe you could trade your Barkley for Egbuka and say, "Oh, you got Ayomino also there. Can you chuck him in the deal?"
Yeah.
They'll go, "Yeah, sure. I want Barkley."
Yeah. If you can do something like that,
I think that's the best way to get him.
Yeah, I agree.
But I probably wouldn't. I don't like the Titans team at all.
I don't, but yeah, like I said, he's been. If you can get him putting up 15 every week, or 10 to 15, and you just got him sitting in your flex, you're happy with that.
And that's not me being a salty Cardinals fan.
Cardinals stink.
To be honest, the Titans, they're not coming up against the Cardinals every week, so you can't expect.
Cardinals stink.
Yeah.
The Cardinals had to win that game.
I can't.
That was one of your easier matchups.
What's if you remember our bet we had at the start of the year?
That was in an unreleased episode.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cardinals are 2-3. The Cowboys are what, 3-2?
3-2. No, we had that tie. So we are now
3-1-1 or 2-1-1.
I think we're 2-1-1.
2-1-2. Something like that.
Okay. Something like that.
So it's close.
It is close, but we are looking a lot better because we're actually putting points on the scoreboard and not fumbling at the 1 yard line. Yeah. I did see something with Micah Parsons though. The bloke that we've got in his spot now, I can't think of his name. We're paying him 1.1 million a year. Parsons is getting 45 point something million a year, and the bloke we've got has one more sack than Parsons on the year.
Is it the guy from Green Bay?
No,
it's his backup.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but yeah, he's got more sacks than Parsons, and he's getting paid almost a 45th of what Parsons is getting paid. So I was all of a sudden not looking too bad. It still sucks, but I'm just trying to make
Jerry Jones for president?
no, definitely not. I'm just trying to come to terms with it.
Yeah.
Silver linings and
Still.
that.
Still.
Yeah, still.
All right. My next buy.
Next buy.
My next buy is Mr. Waiver Wire Week 1 himself,
Continuous.
Quintinius Johnston. Yeah, I think it's a big if, and a lot of my buys at this stage are ifs because we sort of know what each player is at this stage. But the manager with Quinton Johnson most likely got him waivers Week 1, and he's been an absolute stud since then. Until this game, only the 4 targets. I think the lowest for all year. I think every week had been 8 and above before that. So I like him as a pickup because they might think, oh, he's just a waiver pickup. His luck has run out. If you can send a decent bench player and get him, it's something I'm looking to do because I think this week is the outlier, not the other weeks that happened so far. I think, yeah, this is obviously his floor, but he's going to be above his floor more often than not.
I agree.
So I like it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good player to send away for him.
Yeah, I can't think of many.
It's
I'd be sending probably
I would be sending Michael Carter for him
if I could do it, but I don't think I will. But I do agree.
In that league, he does need an RB2.
Really?
Yeah, his RB2 is Charbonnet.
I might be sending Carter for
I think it's a really good offer.
Quintinius Johnson. Because Herbert had a down game. He looked very, very mid.
Well, and the other reason I've got here is if Hampton is going to be out, obviously we've got the backup running backs there as our waiver wire pickups, but they're going to have to throw the ball more if Hampton's out.
Well, they're already throwing the ball a hell of a lot.
Yeah, and I think they'll be throwing even a little bit more.
I think they're first in passing attempts in first and second down at the minute.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, they're so Greg Roman. They were talking about it today during the game. He's known for running the ball. I think they're passing the ball in first down 62% of the time now. So it's like well and truly over half, almost 3/4 of the time they're passing on first downs. So I think like you're sort of saying, with that running game only just taking a big step back, you got practice squad Kimani Vidal and Hassan Haskins coming in. I think they're going to be throwing the ball flat out.
Yep, I agree.
So I like that.
Yep.
I like that call.
Thank you. I made it myself.
Well done. My second buy, Chase Brown. Yeah. I mean, Jamar Chase put up 29 today.
Yep.
The Bengals managed to put up nearly 30 points.
Junk
time, but still they managed to do it. So I think there is going to be a floor there for Chase Brown. I think it's not going to be great, but I think if he continues getting targets, 5+ targets, 6+ targets, that sort of thing, he's going to be enough to just. It'll be a risky RB2, I think.
Yep.
But I think you can go and get him pretty cheap. It's you know what he's like when when the Bengals offense is doing well. I'm not sure when Joe Burrow comes back. I think it's late in the season.
At this stage, I'm thinking it's probably just going to be a write-off because they're 2-3 now.
Yeah, but you never know. So I think if you can go get a Chase Brown, I think you can probably get him very, very cheap at the minute.
Yeah, who's someone you'd send away for him?
Michael Carter.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, like I'm talking super cheap. You don't want to pay up for him at all. If I wouldn't mind
got Green Bay next up, tough game.
Potentially an Alvin Kamara. I could send him away. I'm just thinking of the players that I've got on my team.
Would you not prefer Alvin Kamara?
Alvin Kamara is losing his job to Kendre Miller.
So he gets traded for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah. I imagine if he goes to the Chargers.
Well,
yeah,
that makes a lot of sense, right?
That does make a lot of sense. A win now team that needs a running back. If he goes to the Chargers,
I think, and I've heard people talk about it, and I think it makes a lot of sense. The reason Kendre Miller is getting the job, what it looks like at the moment, they're obviously shopping. The rumors are they're shopping Kamara.
Yep.
And I think they're shopping him, and so they're not playing him as much, so he doesn't get injured. So they can get the trade value for him.
Yeah, I keep saying the Chargers or the Bears because DeAndre Swift has not been efficient at all.
Well, I think it'd be the Chiefs or the Chargers.
Yeah,
I don't think the Bears are enough win now to go for a player like Kamara.
I'll be interested to see. So the Chiefs playing tomorrow. I'm almost gonna. I almost picked up Rashad Smith now because I've got a feeling tomorrow's game he's going to take a big chunk of that the running game.
Okay.
Because he's been working him, like they've been working him in a bit more, and he's looked a hell of a lot better than Pacheco and Hunt.
Yeah.
I think Mahomes has more rushing yards than Pacheco or Hunt.
Well, I think Mahomes is actually the highest rushing quarterback at the moment.
But still, you don't want your quarterback having more rushing
No,
than
he did
your
not.
running backs.
No, he did
More
not.
rushing yards.
That's
Yeah,
why Kamara makes a lot of sense for me there.
yeah. I think
The Bears, maybe if they weren't in that division or Ben Johnson, it was next year, it would make more sense because then they should be probably in a bit more. We're now going for it, but yeah, I don't think just yet with the Bears.
Ben Johnson was at the Lions when they traded away Swift
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
as well. So
but
he
they
started
also had
before.
one of the best running back draft classes in the last 10 years, and they did not pick up one until the seventh round. Plenty of opportunity to draft one, and
Yeah.
they did not. So that's why it keeps me with a little bit more faith with Swift. But yeah, Chargers or Chiefs makes a lot of sense. Even I saw the Cardinals linked to him, but I don't see that happening.
No, I don't think they will. I think they're gonna. They've been pretty high on Trey Benson for a while now. Um,
Yeah, such a shame he got injured.
yeah, well, I mean that's been the story with him for a while now. I think that's the only reason he hasn't sort of had a bigger role so far is because last season he was a little banged up.
Yeah,
He's always sort of had that injury proneness.
I agree. So my next buy, I think you had him as a hold, or maybe I had him as a hold last week. I can't remember. But Javonte Williams,
Item as a hold.
yeah, I think he is a big, big buy because I think the workload is here to stay, and potentially a move I might try and do this week. We'll see how the manager goes for it. I might be looking to move Henry directly for Javonte. Now I like Henry, but I need production now, and Javonte is production now.
I'll be very surprised if he accepts.
Okay, I know he's high on Henry. He tried to get him
Oh,
off me last week. There was a few managers that tried, so the name value was still there. And Javonte, I think people, I can cash in for a ninth round pick in exchange for a first round pick. Happy days. But I think the rest of the season, he's probably going to average more. I think in the second half of the year, Henry should average more for the second half of the year, but the next few weeks, it's going to be Javonte by a distance. So,
yeah, you need to win now.
yeah, when you're in win now, these are the sort of moves you need to make. But yeah. So for me, top 10 RB for the rest of the year.
Yep.
He's just there for me.
Javonte,
Yep.
top 10.
Yep.
I need to give that a good thing
When
to
I say top
agree.
10, he probably is number 10.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah,
top 15 definitely. Top 10, off the top of my head, maybe. Don't know, but I think he's definitely very good. And I think he's
well, I
gonna
think he's
do.
like top 4 at the moment. So
Yeah, I think he's gonna do a bit more than Derrick Henry. It'll be interesting to see what Jaden Blue does. This was the first game that he was active.
I think nothing.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, rookie running backs they sort of take a little bit. There's been a few that have popped off straight away, but
He wasn't
I,
even much of a workhorse in college though. So I don't see
yeah,
anything happening at NFL level. He'll be a passing downs guy.
yeah, I think he only got 4 carries this game, and then the first few weeks he was a healthy scratch. And it was because Miles Sanders was he didn't play this game as well.
He was a scratch?
Injury.
Injury. Okay.
Yeah, so Miles Sanders missed this one. Jaden Blue got the call up, and he was very inefficient with the carries that he
Yeah.
got.
I think 4 for like 7, something
Yeah,
like that.
it
Yeah.
wasn't much. So yeah, I think it's I wouldn't pay too much attention to it, but it is interesting to see what happens down the line.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm talking like week 15. Is he
Yep.
going to be good in the playoffs?
Well, if you can go to your next buy, I'll come back with the
My
playoff
next
one.
buy. My next buy, I've had him in last week's show as well. Rasheed Rice.
Back to the well.
Yeah, I think he still hasn't come back yet. I think you got to do everything you can to go and get him. I've seen offers for him. Unfortunately, the manager in our league has a good record, so
Yeah.
he's not looking to sell him.
And he does rate him very highly.
He does. I almost got it done as well, which was
Well,
even
what
worse.
was the deal? Was it AJ Brown?
AJ Brown and Michael Carter.
That's what you offered this week.
Yep. And he said it hurt to decline.
Well,
But yeah, again, he's got a good record. I think if he didn't have a good record, it might be a little bit different.
yeah.
But he's got a good record. I don't think he's looking to trade him. he said he rates him higher than AJ Brown, which so do I. That's why I've offered
Yeah,
him.
well, I actually, as the former manager of AJ Brown, I sent him AJ Brown and someone that has escaped me at the time for Sutton and Rice, and it was off the back of Sutton's 0 game.
Yep.
Um, but he actually said he declined because he said I needed the players now. I didn't need Rice, which made sense because I was 0-2 or 0-3.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was close then. But yeah, you're right. It's going to be hard in that league. But in general, yeah, Rice, massive buy.
Yeah, in your leagues, if the manager's got a bad record, do everything you can to go and get him. Don't worry about where you drafted players. If someone's doing well on your team, you could probably go and trade him
Yeah,
because I think
I
Rasheed
know
Rice is going to do better.
it's a big call without haven't seen him play a game yet this year, but I think he'll be in between the 6 to 10 range for me. He's a first round pick for me.
Yeah,
Rice.
yep. I think if we did the draft now, because he had the 6 game suspension, I don't think he's a first round pick, but I think he's either a late second or an early third. I think if the draft happens again now,
Yeah.
I
Well,
think he gets
if we were
taken
drafting from
very
this
high.
point on, I would probably take him as early as pick 6.
Yeah. If we drafted no suspension, he's a first rounder.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
he would be nearly my tight end. My wide receiver 5, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd have him around that mark as
The
well.
setup looks really, really good.
Yeah. So if you can, go and get him.
Yep.
Because I don't think you're going to be able to after another couple of weeks.
Yeah, agree. Yep. All right, and I've got one more sneaky buy here. Yep. So the last buy, we sort of mentioned it a little bit earlier from memory. Jaden Daniels. So yes, he is wearing the knee brace, and I think if the manager in your league thinks that knee brace is limiting him, I expect him to be back to normal, if not next week, the week after, and then yeah, you got a top 3 quarterback. If you can somehow buy him low right now for maybe a top 5 to 8 quarterback ish price, I think he's a great buy, and he'll be great from maybe that week 8 onwards. Rest of the year, he's going to be top 3 quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. All right.
That's it.
All right. Holds. I'll just list mine off pretty quick. So my 3, I've got Javonte Williams, Calvin Ridley. Hold him, see what he does. His value's already too low to sell. And Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers, he's been pretty bang average. But he's still getting those targets. I think if they potentially trade for another QB that isn't going to throw 9 interceptions in 5 games, he's going to look a lot better. They're my holds for now. Javonte Williams, Calvin Ridley, Jacoby Myers.
Yep, I like that. Now I've got 4. So I'll go through them quick smart as well. Don't have any notes on him. Is Evan Ingram. It's the first good game back. I think hold him, see how he goes over the next few games. Brees Hall. Obviously, Braylon Allen's gone down. He should be the main RB there. I think 15, 16 points this week with no touchdown. That's a great return. Zay Flowers, if you can, hold on until Lamar's back, and then he'll be your top 15 to 20 wide receiver again. And lastly, Woody Marks. So obviously the big blow-up game 2 weeks ago. This week, not so much, but I expect the Texans to either be in a close matchup or losing most of the time. And that's where Mark's skill set comes out as a passing downs back. So yeah, I think starting from next week, I'm not sure the matchup off the top of my head, but if it's against a tough team, I would start him.
Yep. All right. And we've got sells and then waivers.
Yep.
All right, I'll bang out mine. So Keon Coleman, he's had a half decent game. I think again, I've said it a million times. The Bills wide receivers, you never know which one's going to hit.
Can't start them. Yeah.
They're all they're so hit and miss. It's so hard to predict. I think go and get someone who's a little bit more consistent.
Yep.
For the upside that you're going to sort of get on these big boom weeks, it's not worth the risk.
Who could you get for him though?
Just I don't know anything.
I don't know.
If you can go and get a running back to fill an empty slot, if you have an injury somewhere and you're a bit sort of
who do you think you could get though?
Lacking in depth.
I don't know if you could get any starting running back.
I don't know. It really depends.
Best case scenario, maybe Jalen Warren.
Yeah, if I can get a Jalen Warren, definitely.
Yeah,
I think Jalen Warren's elite.
The way The way you just said that, yeah, it's going to be hard to get a Jalen Warren, I think.
Yeah. I think look at your roster, look at someone else's roster, see if you can get something done and get rid of Keon Coleman.
Yep.
Travion Henderson, I think try and trade him away.
Blasphemy.
I think that backfield is so messy.
It is. I expect by week 10 it won't be, but yeah, for now it is not great.
And then Zay Flowers as a sell. I think his value is high enough. Again, I've said this word a few times. Go and get someone who's a bit more consistent. I'm not going to sell him cheap if I've got him.
Yep.
But I'm going to go and sell him for a wide receiver 2 that's going to give you 12 plus every game.
Big question. Who?
If I can Olave, if I can go and get a Chris Olave, I'm going to do that.
I think I would pretty confidently prefer Flowers if it was me.
But Olave's getting 10 targets, 15 targets a game. And then you got Zay Flowers who's getting that 5. So it's
the big play upside there. I would say
the big play upside is there.
If you need to win now, yeah, probably Olave. But if you can wait until Lamar's back, I think Flowers will be much better once Lamar's back.
Yeah, I think go and get a wide receiver 2 in the similar range, or an RB2 in a similar range. It's just going to be a bit more consistent.
Yeah. Would you send him for a bill?
I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe if I get a little bit more back.
I think I would probably do it.
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, that is one. It's Ja'Cory Croskett Merritt, and then maybe just whatever they've got on the bench, maybe another high upside sort of player that hasn't done well so far. If I can go and get, I don't know, RJ Harvey. He hasn't done well. Later on down the season, J.K. Dobbins, injury prone. If he goes down, which is a good chance, RJ Harvey steps into an awesome role. So if I can get a player like that on top of Croskett Merritt, I'd do that. What a name.
It's Crosskey.
Is it? I've just been informed that I've been saying Jeremy.
Crosskey?
Yeah, Croskett Merritt is not his name. So apologies if you're watching.
Yeah, sorry, Bill. Okay, moving on to my sellers. So it's a bit of a broad topic, but if you're a team, you got 2 good quarterbacks, 2 performing well quarterbacks. For me, I'm not a fan of people say playing the matchups, but you got 2 startable guys, and there's a team out there that is really struggling, and the waivers aren't being friendly to them. Can you package your startable quarterback and say a wide receiver, and go get a very, very slight upgrade in your lineup? So something I was thinking of is, for you, you've got Dak and say Olave. Can you package that and go get Devontae Adams?
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it? See, it seems like an overpay, but
no, because I think Olave is better than Adams.
Hey, okay, well, yeah. For me, I would say Adams is definitely better than Olave, but maybe Olave is wide receiver 20.
If it was half PPR, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
PPR, I think, just because.
Anyway, sorry. It's an example.
Sorry, apologies.
But yeah, it looks like if you put it in your trade calculator online, it'll probably look like you're losing the trade, but you can't start Dak, and in your case, Drake May. You can only start one, and this week you're starting the wrong one.
Yep.
So often that's the problem I find. So rather than trying to play the matchups and getting it wrong, make use of the value and get a slightly better player in your lineup. My next sell is sort of mainly the Dolphins, Waddle and HN. I don't know if their value will ever be this high. I think there's going to be good weeks, good productive weeks, and bad weeks with Tua. So definitely Waddle. I'm very keen to sell him high while you can, because people think he's wide receiver 1 with Hill gone now. But yeah, I just don't think Tua is going to be able to support him very well. And HN, the targets have sort of gone away the last 2 weeks. And for me, I think if Mike McDaniel does get sacked, he is the number 1 guy to lose value, because he gets all his value from his targets, receptions. And I don't think they'll do that. I think Gordon will get much more work under a new coach.
I think he had minus yards this game.
I haven't looked into stats great, but the box score itself didn't.
I think he had minus yards. Look good. No receptions for minus yards.
Oh, there you go. No receptions. Okay, I thought there was at least one, but yeah.
Yeah, he did not have a good game.
It's definitely a downward trend. And similar to that, Vikings wide receivers. And that I'll add Hawkinson in there. If you can sell him, I doubt you can get anything for him, but if you can, great. I think they're on the bye this week, so it makes it a little bit tougher. But McCarthy, I think most likely will be the quarterback back after the bye. And just after the few weeks,
Looks like Cam Akers might be their quarterback.
yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I saw that video. Yeah, I had McCarthy coming in as a sneaky QB1 coming into the year, but it just doesn't look like it's going to be there this year. So Jefferson, I think you can obviously. I've got the comment here. You're not selling at all costs. It's just if you can sell high. Addison's coming off back-to-back 15-point games. Jefferson's obviously probably the best receiver in the game, but fantasy-wise this year, for me, he'd be outside the top 5. So if you can sell him for a lamp, if you're in a good enough position, or even a Rice, or an Egbuka and a little bit, I would do that. And then lastly, Laporta, too inconsistent. If you can move off him somehow, I would try to do it. And even if you have to overpay based on your trade calculators, I'd still do it because I don't rate him. I don't rate him in fantasy. He's real life tight end players, unreal.
Yeah, he's
but fantasy, no good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my sales. Good smart.
Waivers. All right. Waivers.
Yep.
We got the footy. So I've got 3 waivers. You can put them in any order you like. Actually, I've got 4. I forgot to add one. Theo Johnson. If you're lacking a tight end,
Yep.
He's a good one. He's looking like he's going to be one of the favourite targets for Jackson Dart. I think they're going to be throwing the ball a lot. Yep. I don't think the Giants are going to win a game for the next. I don't think they'll win.
We've got a very tough schedule.
They've got the worst schedule out of any team, I think.
Which is, I thought they would give it to Wilson or even go to your man as the quarterback too over the next few games, and then maybe Dart rest of the season once the schedule lightened up. But no, they've bypassed Wilson. They bypassed Russ, not Russ. Winston.
Yeah. I think they've done well. Honestly, I think throw Dart in, get him a little bit of experience, see what you've got in him. If he does well, then you don't look to draft another quarterback. But I don't think they're going to win a lot of games. I don't think they'll win any. They've got a shocking schedule. So I think Theo Johnson, he'll be a tight end that's going to get plenty of targets.
Yep.
My next one, Isaiah Bond. He was looking like the favourite target. He looks like he's getting
a lot of targets, but
they're not grass targets.
I don't mind him on your bench, but definitely can't start him.
It was the Dylan Gabriel's first game in London, and they've got better matchups coming ahead. So I think Isaiah Bond, he's a good little waiver pickup. If he can get 8 targets a game, and even if he's just turning 4 or 5 into those receptions, it's decent for a waiver pickup. Next one, Kendre Miller. Same as last week. He's just eating into Kamara's usage.
Yep.
See what happens there. He might end up being the RB1 in a couple of weeks.
Especially if trade happens, yep.
Yeah. And then my last one, either go and grab Kamani Vidal or Hassan Haskins.
Yeah. I'd probably lean Haskins, but yeah.
I would as well, but there's probably going to be a few after him. So just put both of them in your waiver list. Prioritise Haskins. We don't know which one's going to be the one, or it could be a 50-50 split.
I think it should be very 50-50, yeah.
Yeah. But if Hampton misses time, we know that team loves using running backs.
Yep.
And if you can go and get an RB1 potentially off waivers, you can't lose there. So they're my waiver pickups this week.
Agree. Yeah, I got the comment here. If Carter is still in your leagues, definitely go and grab him because the next 4 weeks he's going to be borderline startable. And then I also had Haskins and Johnson. So it's a bit of a thin week on waivers this week because ideally, well not ideally, but in most leagues Carter will be rostered. Bond and Miller are probably rostered. So it's mainly the Chargers running back and then Theo Johnson as your tight end. Other than that, very thin week on waivers.
Yeah, and Darren Waller, but
he should be rostered.
He's probably already rostered as well.
He's probably started in most leagues this week.
Yeah, I think he's another one.
He started in our league, I think.
Yeah, you're happy to start him every week, it looks like.
Yep. That's it. That's the week 5 review.
Yeah.
If you liked it, give it a like. Give it a follow. Not sure how that works, but do it.
And the Chiefs Jaguars game, that'll be tomorrow.
Yep. BTJ.
BTJ, hopefully he scores less than 16,
16. Yep.
but I'm not
And
confident.
Harrison Butker. Hopefully he scores less than 42.
You never know
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah. He's a funny man.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning
Until
in.
next time.
Thank you for the sponsors.
Yeah. Thank you, sponsors. Daylock Painting.
Yep.
Appreciate you as always.
All right.
And check out the TikTok. Check out the Insta. We're always going on there.
All right. Smell you later.